Yo, what's good? What's good, man? This your boy, man, your main man, your host, man. Shout out Zoe Pound, man. I'm coming back at you. You know, I'd like to welcome y'all, man, to Zone of Existence. I had to set that up, man, because when I was doing everything, I had everything off key. This is my first time seeing myself on camera. So I had to set it up, try to get the right angle or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It still ain't got it all the way 100. But yeah, like I was saying, man, I'd like to welcome y'all, man, to Zone of Existence, man. This is your boy, man, Shout out Zoe Pound, man. I'm the host, man. And what I want to talk to y'all about today, man, is because I've been seeing stuff on social media. I've been seeing stuff in the news. I've been knowing stuff my whole life, and I've been seeing it, and I've been making changes according to how I've been seeing stuff moving. And I came a long ways for us change within myself, you know what I'm saying? For us growth within myself, for us learning and educating myself, for us being a man, period. You know what I'm talking about? And I had made missteps, you know what I'm saying, along the way, which everybody do, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, we human, you know what I'm saying? We got missteps that we gonna make just by us being human, you know. And hey, welcome y'all coming in. Welcome, you know what I'm saying? Welcome into the live. I'd like for y'all to send y'all likes, man. Y'all share this content to everybody. You know, let's keep the ball rolling, right? So I named this here, man. If y'all can read it, man, it's a thin line. It's a thin line between between incarceration and let me put this on here right quick. Cause I supposed to been had the little thing on the bottom. You know what I'm saying? I didn't add that to it. So I had to gotta have the little banner on the bottom, man, flashing to let y'all see. You know what I'm saying? It's a thin line between incarceration and incarceration and incorporation. You know what I'm saying? Incorporation. You know? So it's a lot of us, man. We come up in the streets. We grinding in the streets, we grinding, we doing our thing, right? And then we start understanding that we getting older and that we need to make a change and that these taxes is gonna get us if don't nothing else get us, right? We're gonna get by they're gonna get us by taxes alone. So we understand that we gotta start putting money into businesses and stuff. We gotta start working on something, start paying our taxes, having some type of revenue to where we can actually pay our taxes. But we have a lot of us, you know what I'm saying, especially coming in our community, you know what I'm saying, being black, coming in our community, uh, we don't too much understand, you know what I'm saying, how the IRS work, you know. So we still try to have one foot in, one foot out, you know, one foot in the streets, one foot out in business, you know, and it'll never work like that because it always catch up on you. It always catch up to you. And when you're doing it like that, then you got to open up doors. You got to put money in other people's names. You got to open up accounts, have people to open up accounts, which you call rat holes. You know what I'm saying? You have rat holes, man, to open up accounts in their name. And so you opening up an account in the rat hole name, and soon as you get into it with them, just like the situation that happened with Big Meech, he put all that his whole, you know what I'm saying, worth, he put into Tammy Cowan name. And soon as stuff wasn't working right between him and Tammy Cowan, everything went bad. Money stopped. You know what I'm saying? This is the one that was holding him down while he was in prison, having 100,000 on his books and all that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what he did with all that money, but yeah, she was the one taking care of him, putting money on his books and having him good. You know what I'm saying? But when he jumped out, the status couldn't hold up. You know what I'm saying? Why? It's because he's still one foot in, one foot out. He living off his status of what was before. When you get locked up, man, and you actually have a name about yourself, you have to change your persona of who you is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about change who you are as a person yourself, but you got to change your angle of how you going. Dog face, what's good? What's good, Queen? Yeah, so you got to change your persona of how you moving. You know what I'm saying? As a man, we move as males, man, not as men. You know, so we got to change our persona as men. You know what I'm talking about? Don't change who you is as a man, but change who you is as a male and the way you're moving, right? So That's why I call this thin line between incarceration and incorporation. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing about me, when I was locked up, I had got into politics, and y'all heard me get on here, you know what I'm saying? I was like, if I can credit this dude for one thing, it's for opening my eyes up to politics. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't know about politics the way I do hadn't it been for him, you know? Yeah, man, y'all share the live, man. Share the live, y'all send y'all likes, you know what I'm saying? Um, so I got to studying politics, and I got to helping the group build. I got to helping the group make changes for us what I learned in law. You know, I was able to write motions and petitions and stuff, petitioning the courts to allow people to be able to run their businesses while incarcerated. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to get, you don't have to sign off to a person to be your power of attorney and have to go through them to run your business no more. You can run your business directly from prison. And so I also, you know what I'm saying, put in motions to Supreme Courts for people, for a couple of people to get pardons, you know what I'm saying? And everybody that we put up, you know what I'm saying, they got their pardon. And so we did a lot of good stuff from inside of prison. But what made me stop was when Cash tried to get me to deal with Ponzi schemes with him, right? And once I got to seeing that the people that I was working with, that I had linked up with for his pen pal services, and I started putting them in position, and we started making a whole lot of money together. You know, I started seeing, cause we have communications through them alone, and I have them to deliver a message back or whatever, and they deliver a message to me through them. So in prison you have a lot of stuff, man, where you got to be vulnerable to people. And that's why I always tell people, man, you keep you some bait. You keep you some bait, because with bait you'll see who's true to you and who's not true to you. You put that out there, you can afford to lose that. If somebody run off with that, cool, you know what I'm saying, now you know that person. But the thing about it, I built this, so therefore I'm gonna always be needed by that person. You know what I'm saying? That person is gonna run out of water, and they're gonna be thirsty. What's up Shay Shay Payne, what's happening? Y'all share this live, man. Y'all hit y'all likes, man. So yeah, that person is gonna need water sooner or later. And so you can't get mad at what you give a person. That's why I always tell people, man, like when you don't give away what you can't afford to lose. Don't never give away what you can't afford to lose. You know what I'm saying? Always have you some bait. I don't care if it's family or what, and they need to borrow some money. You know, you put some money to the side just for in case somebody come and out ask you something. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have no money over there, you don't have no money to give. You know what I'm saying? You always give out what you can afford to lose. If somebody come and pay you back what you can afford to lose, that's a plus. I can give them something else. You know what I'm saying? But if I can't afford to lose it, I'm not gonna give you that. You know what I'm saying? If I have bill money for my bills, and you come to me and you ask me for a couple of $100, right? My bills might be $800. You ask me for $100, $200, and I got that $800, and I'm like, man, I got to pay these bills Friday, right? I don't know if I'm gonna have no more money right then, and you don't come and pay me Friday. That means I couldn't afford to give you that $100. You know what I'm saying? So you never give away something that you can't afford to lose, right? You create a pot to where you can give it away. You know what I'm saying? It's charity case. So anyway, I'm back on it, right? So when I started seeing them dudes, they wanted to do the Ponzi schemes, the pyramid plots and stuff like that. I was like, nah, man, you know what I'm saying? I ain't with that. And and the thing is, they try to spring it on you like you don't know. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people be thinking they know stuff that you don't and try to slick you into doing stuff for them. So I knew what a Ponzi scheme was. I knew what a pyramid scheme was, right? So when they came, I'm like, nah, I ain't with that. I ain't with that. But I didn't bounce out the whole situation right then. I stayed for a little bit, right? And I started thinking, like, hold on, if these dudes, because we dealing with people in the feds, we dealing people with people in the states, we dealing with people in the county. We had a whole plug of people that we was dealing with. We were trying to build we were trying to build a network. So when we get out, we got some stuff going. right? One of my biggest plans was to put a few STEM institutions out in Haiti to try to teach people, saying science, tech, engineering, and mechanics, right? That didn't go through, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we had this whole thing, this whole organized thing that we was putting together, and it was gonna be something beautiful, man. It was gonna be something beautiful. Had the cats that was on board, had they actually had the mindset of getting all the way out of the street mentality, we would have been good, right? Because we had some cats. J Rose, what's good, homie? Say, I'm about to block you, homie, because of what you did last time, bro. I don't sit here and play games. You know what I'm saying? I rock with everybody. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody that come up in here. But one thing I don't do, I don't sit and play games. You know what I'm talking about? So if that's what you want to do, I appreciate you. Just don't come up in here. So so anyway, like this is what I'm saying. The dude, the dudes, man, they was still 1 foot in, 1 foot out. They was charismatic though. They was charismatic. They can when they talk to you, you feel like they genuine, but they wasn't. You know what I'm saying? In no sense of the word, they wasn't. They was always for a come up on their own. They were trying to look for their own come ups. So I bounced out. I left the group and I started doing my own thing. That's when I started pushing this zone of existence. I was like, man, let me, come up with my own thing. And I started pushing zone of existence, start looking at everything around what govern a nation and trying to see what can I implement, what type of blueprint, not what can I implement, but how can I come up with a blueprint so that we can help our people? And that's what I did. So every time I come to my lives, I always try to let a person know that this is just a blueprint. A blueprint can be changed up. You can change the walls. You can change the way the plumbing is running. You can change how the ceiling look. You can change this stuff. You can change the whole flow plan of a blueprint. You don't have to stick with that blueprint, but you got to start with a blueprint for to have an idea of where you're going. You know what I'm saying? You got to start with a blueprint, and that's what I'm doing. I'm starting with a blueprint, which is a plan. And so, um, yeah, just like I got this lady, man. Her name is Alexis the First, that I want to introduce everybody to. Yeah, I appreciate that, bro. All respect. You know what I'm saying? It's all respect. And that's why I said it like that to see if I can, because I don't want to do that. You know what I'm talking about? So I got Alexis the First, you know what I'm saying? She's tapped in. She's trying to get me to help her spread awareness. You know what I'm saying? She's if you go to my TikTok, because I wanted to put her presentation on YouTube, but I couldn't put it on YouTube because it was chopped up. And the way it was chopped up, I couldn't line it up right to put it on YouTube. So I put it on my TikTok. I think I put it on Instagram too. I put it on my Instagram or whatever. But on my TikTok, you can see it. You can go and look for it. And I got a presentation where she's breaking down how money is not really money. You know what I've been telling people for years. She's breaking it down and she's telling you how money is not money. This woman used to work for Secret Service and everything. She did some stuff, man. She's a millionaire. She's trying to link people in and trying to bring awareness to everybody and bring people together under the Union Fella Force, right? Which is unity is power. So that's what I'm trying to get people to understand, bro. We started moving in crazy times, and we thinking and we plan all day, and our times is being numbered. When is we gonna stand up and be like, man, okay, I'm tired. I'm tired of wasting time. I'm tired of wasting time. You said what kind of stuff? What kind of stuff? What you mean? What kind of, you got to break down what kind of stuff, because I'm saying a whole lot of stuff and I'm passing what you probably hear. So you got to let me know, because the stuff might be delayed. You know what I'm saying? So you got to let me know. Yeah, but if you're talking about Alexis the First, she telling you how the government working. She telling you how money is not real money and how you being manipulated. This is what a person got to understand, you know? Uh you got to understand that the United States is ran by certain people, and those certain people run the political parties, whether it's Democrat or Republican. They ran by the same people. And the thing about these people, They plan is to divide and conquer. You know what I'm saying? That's how you control the masses. That's how you control people. You control people by divide and conquer. You know what I'm saying? So every time a person wanna get a seat or get elected, you know what I'm saying, you'll have one side that push racism, and you'll have the other side that push like they trying to go against the racism. You know what I'm saying, to try to sway your votes. You know what I'm saying? What's good? What's good? From Amsterdam Smitty, what's happening, man? Uh, so they trying to sway your votes. You know what I'm talking about? They trying to dictate your votes and have your votes going one way or none. But what people don't understand is that your votes really don't matter. You know what I'm saying? If you not, if you don't have, uh, if you don't have, politicians in your grasp that you can actually, hey, say, check this out, and they can go up in there and they can put ballots down. You know what I'm saying? If you're not in a position where you can actually play a real lobbyist, uh, uh I'm not talking about activists that's claiming they lobbyists. Because don't get me wrong, activists do go and protest and do all this stuff to get policies pushed, right? But they crying for it to get pushed. A real lobbyist, he's like, they group is like a recruitment group for a college. You know what I'm saying? They go out and they find people that actually got the mindset to be good politicians, and they put their money and their influence behind them, and they push them in the seats and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And they already got people that's covering certain seats, and they know what seats is going out and what seats is going in. You know, when you can have a clean person to come in and take a seat, you become a threat. And that's when they want to play let's make a deal. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I tell you what, we'll give you this Senate seat. We'll give you these Senate seats over here for those House of Representative seats, or we'll give you that House of Representative seat for these Senate seats over here. They play let's make a deal with us, and we the last ones on the totem pole to find out that we being played. You know what I'm saying? On the chessboard, the pawn is the least man, but they got the most pieces. You know what I'm saying? Which is us. We the pawns. Everything trickle down, and we be the last person with the short end of the stick. But we doing all the work. We breaking our back at these corporations and working. They making billions. They making billions while we taking home peanuts, and they hollering about they can't raise the minimum wage, but they jacking up these gas prices on us. They jacking up these gas prices on us, and they steady that what you getting paid, you got to give right back to them. You know what I'm saying? And they got to come a time, man, where we got to stop being stupid. And that's what Alexis the first. She's letting everybody know this, and this is a person, man, that come from a whole nother background. You know what I'm saying? Black lady, strong black lady, man, pushing. You know, and what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to get her to be I'm trying to reach out, and I'm trying to get her to come to my panel so that she can speak. I want everybody that come to my panel to be able to hear her speak. But yeah, like this thing is about, man, from incarceration to incorporation, right? Which meaning you can't be 1 foot in, 1 foot out, man. You trying to live a productive life, but you still got 1 foot in the streets. You know what I'm saying? You trying to slide a line because the money. You get money on both ends, you're gonna collapse. I don't care how brainy you think you is, you're gonna collapse. You know, it's gonna fall from up under you. You're gonna have people that you're gonna shake hands with that's gonna smile in your face, that's gonna be more powerful than you, that's gonna slide that rug right from up under your feet, right up under your nose while you thinking, you know what I'm saying? The streets is not the streets no more. You got your homies, man, that get caught up, they throwing you up under the bus. And when you get into the other way of life, if you still 1 foot in, 1 foot out, everybody that's around you become a threat. Now, when indictments get to flying, this person around you, he become a threat too to them because they rocking with you. So they gonna pull a rug from up under their feet on them too. So the best thing to do is when you get out of prison, man, if you're gonna be in the streets, be in the streets. If you're gonna clean your life up, you clean your life up. What's good? What's good? Money, what's happening? Yeah, you clean your life up. If you're gonna clean your life up, you clean your life up, man. It ain't no 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Look at Big U. We're gonna talk about Big U now. Big U, California Crip, right? He was making all this money in the industry, putting cats on. You know what I'm saying? Music mogul. The feds just raided his house. He's locked up. You know what I'm saying? He's looking at a lot of time for racketeering. They said that he was running the I think it was the 60s, the Rolling 60s Crips in California, in LA, right? And he had them doing a whole lot of stuff. I'm not, this is alleged. This is alleged. Everything that I'm saying is allegedly, right? I didn't know that man firsthand, so I can't tell you firsthand. And even if I did know him firsthand, it's still gonna be allegedly, right? So this is allegedly he was running the Crips, man. He was sending hits, you know what I'm saying? They were trying to say that he was behind Nipsey and all of that. All of this is alleged, you know what I'm saying? And they finally got him. He even did a video his last day when he was going to turn himself in. He was letting people know that the dude Whack 100, 600 and all them was the ones working with the feds and stuff and sent the feds to him and all this, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? And so he got all this here going on. But that's what I'm saying. You 1 foot in and you 1 foot out. You know what I'm saying? You can't be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. It's only gonna last so long before somebody come pull that rug from up under your feet. And when that rug get pulled from up under your feet, people gotta stop hollering about, oh, you know what I'm saying? You knew what you was doing, homie. You knew what you was doing, homie. That's part of that game. When you playing the illegal game, prison is part of that game. Death is part of that game. That is the game that you signed up for. And I'm telling everybody here right now. So if ain't nobody ever paid attention to this, when you in the street game, you hustling. Death and prison is what you signed up for. So a person's parents, a person's loved one, a person's kids, a person's whatever. This is what they signed up for. When I was in the streets, this is what I signed up for. And just because I'm out the streets, that don't mean that the people that was after me they stopped looking for me. You know what I'm saying? Because they still in the streets. Just because I'm a gazelle in the jungle now. Why? Because I clean up. That's why I watch my surroundings, I protect myself. When I got out, I made sure I got my firearm license. I got my papers and stuff, you know what I'm saying? To carry me a firearm. You know what I'm talking about? Why? Because I know what life I used to live. And just because I'm done, that don't mean the world is done with me. You know? That's the life you signed up for. That's the walk that you walk. But me, right now, today, I do not cut corners. I go to work. I run my businesses. I stay at the house. I stay at home. And if a person come to my home looking for me, I'm going to give them what they looking for. Straight up. I'm going to give them what they're looking for. Straight up with no questions asked. And if I go to jail for protecting myself, so be it. So be it. But that is not what it's about. It's a thin line between incarceration and incorporation. That's what this here is about. Right? It's a thin line. When I was in prison, people didn't think that I was going to be able to do the stuff that I was doing. They didn't think that I was going, oh, he going to get out, he going to go back. I heard cats actually saying that. I heard cats hollering about when he get out, he going to get killed. He can't do this and he can't do that. I can do whatever the fuck I want to do. That's what people fail to realize. I can do what I want to do. Go where I want to go. You know? But one thing I'm not the type of dude to beat my chest and try to prove a point to nobody. I don't try to prove a point to nobody. You got cats that don't have nothing to do with nothing. When you beating your chest and you always trying to poke your chest out like you a tough man, You got somebody that don't have nothing to do with nothing that's trying to get a name off knocking you down. It ain't even the people that you trying to prove a point to. This person you didn't have no dog in the fight. He done seen you and he done knock you down. Just to say he done knocked you down. Because you done beat your chest like a gorilla this whole time. You know? So I just live my life, you know? I just live my life. But it's crazy, man. You got Big U. You know what I'm saying? Y'all making all that money out there, homie. All that money cats getting. You know, you get addicted to making money. That's what it is. A person get addicted to power. They get addicted to the money. They get addicted to people moving around them like they some king. You know what I'm saying? Instead of understanding, man, that it's a bigger fight than you. You got communities that's collapsing. You got all these Jay-Z's and these Puff Daddies, these P. Diddy's, all these celebrities and stuff, man. All these celebrities that say they come from the hood, or either they get money from the hood, but they not giving back to the hood. They ain't giving back to the hood. You'll have a celebrity that'll have a whole thing with it. Oh yeah, we doing this here, we giving back to the kids, and doing this here rally, we giving back to the kids, right? You'll have celebrities that go and I'm finna give back to my neighborhood. How about celebrities get together, man? Because I done seen parties, I done seen events where all these celebrities get together, even award shows, where a whole lot of celebrities with a whole lot of money get together. Let's start doing stuff all around the United States. How about that? Not just my neighborhood. I'm isolated doing stuff for my people in my neighborhood. Let me get together with a whole lot of people, man. We just finna go around. We finna build us a coalition. We finna go around, man. We finna do stuff for everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? Not just for my people, but for everybody. We got people living in crisis everywhere. You know? You got people in Africa, you know what I'm saying, that's looking for help. You got people in Jamaica, Dominican Republic, Haiti, you know what I'm saying, all over, man. You got people that's going through it. But the thing about, I'm gonna be honest about the Haitian people now. I've been dealing with Haitian people for the longest, right? And these my people, and I love them to death, and I stay trying to work with them. When I first got out, I used to send money to Haiti all the time. But what hit me was every time I send money, I hit a couple of people, and I was trying to get them in global trade. After a while, I sent them some money. Oh, I'm hungry, I'm this, right? Okay, I sent them some money. You know, $200 be like $1,000 in Haiti, be like 1,000 good in Haiti, or more, give or take, right? So you send them that $200, which ain't really too much of nothing to you here in the United States. It ain't, you know, but to them it's a whole lot, because that's like over 1,000 good. So you doing it for them, you know what I'm saying, because it ain't nothing to you. I'm gonna send it to you. But every other week they asking, I need money. I came up with an idea. I'm like, hey, check this out. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start getting some going to some people that I know. And these people that I know, they got clothes. They probably wear the clothes one time and they throw that stuff in the closet, never wear that shit again. Stuff is brand new. I get all this stuff together. I send it out there to Haiti, right? Send it out there to Haiti. I'm like, man, this is what I want y'all to do, man. I want y'all to resell this. These some brand new Jordans, you know what I'm saying? These some brand new, you know what I'm saying, Armani this. And I'm talking about high price shit, man. I sent it out there to them. I ain't trying to get them to sell it for high price. I'm trying to get them to make something off of it, right? So that they can eat. And I was like, and what I want you to do is I want you to send, you know what I'm saying, a piece of that back. The reason why I needed them to send a piece, I didn't even say a money value, send a piece of the money back, because I wanted to see that they are actually doing what they're supposed to do with it, instead of taking it, using it, abusing it. Let me help you make money. I'm gonna teach you how to fish instead of giving you the fish. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't see no return when I sent them that. They don't say nothing. But They be MIA for like when they used to hit me up on the regular. Now you're MIA. You see what I'm saying? For like 6 months. Now, oh, I'm hungry. My dad is about to die, or my baby is starving. It's a sad story. It's a sad story. But I actually tried to help you. You didn't want to help yourself, you know? And I have plenty of people. You got to take a trip to Haiti to see Haiti. Everywhere in Haiti is not like that, homie. That's the Port-au-Prince area. La Saline, Cité Soleil, Delmas, you know what I'm saying? Pinchonville. So I'm like, the whole Haiti is not like that. It's just the Port-au-Prince area. You can go to Ocap, you know what I'm saying? You can go to La Body, you can go to Jeremy, you can go to Jacques Mill, you can go to anywhere. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, yeah. So I started backing up, and that's when I really started pushing zone of existence. Let me put together this here stuff, man, since everybody hollering about let's help Haiti. Let me put together this stuff and see how many people really want to help Haiti. You know what I'm saying? What I know about OCOP, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what can we do to actually help Haiti? You know what I'm saying? How can we put this here together? But when I hear people that get on and all they want to do is talk about the issues, and I be like, okay, I sit back for like 30 minutes. I sit back for like 30 minutes, right? Letting people talk, and I'm listening. And I'd be like, okay, so we done talked about all the issues and the problems of what's going on. What's the solution? Now, what's the solution? Nobody want to talk about a solution. Don't nobody have a solution. Nobody even came up with an idea. You feel me? So now, I come back and I'm like, man, this is what I got. I got a blueprint. My blueprint is not written in stone. It can always be changed. We can change the flow plans. We can change the flow plans. We can change the walls. We can change all of this of it. We can even expand the land mass that we building on. You know what I'm saying? This is just the blueprint. Something to start with. And people still don't they still don't want to come together. You know what I'm saying? It's always the issues, but no solutions. So that's what I be on, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, the other day, I was like, man, I'm basically giving up on this whole thing because I got over 10,000 people, man, on my TikTok. I got over 3,000 people on my YouTube, right? And all people gravitate to, they'll sit here and they'll talk about the negativity. They'll talk about who's who and who's what and what's not and all this, and come with a whole lot of that division and want to fight 24/7. But when something positive, something that can put us in a whole nother plane where people can put their differences to the side and let's build, homie. Let's grow, homie. You know what I'm saying? Let's do something. Don't nobody want to stand up. You know what I'm saying? Now don't nobody want to stand up. Don't nobody want to stand up on that. And so it end up hitting to the point where it's like, what's the use? What's the use? If you don't care about you, you know what I'm saying? Why should I care about you? I'm doing good. My bills is paid up for a whole year. I ain't gotta pay not one bill. You know what I'm saying? I'm cleaning up credit. I'm building credit. I'm doing all my stuff that I supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, why bother? Why am I going out of my way to invest my money into something to help people that don't even appreciate it? You see what I'm saying? They don't even appreciate it. When a person is building something, you actually want to get out of that situation, you will stand up. I don't ask nobody for money. I don't ask nobody for money. You know, I just need able bodies. But yeah, like I'm saying, no, we're not getting off the topic. The topic is wrote right here, bro. The topic is wrote right here. We ain't getting off topics. So yeah, like Let me see. I got to put this thumbnail that I just created. I got to put this on here right quick. Yeah. So, but yeah, from incarceration to incorporation, man, uh, it's a thin line. I started thinking corporate minded when I was in there, and all the dudes that I used to deal with for the political thing, I used to always tell them, man, hey, we ain't nothing if we ain't corporate minded. You know what I'm saying? If we ain't thinking corporate minded, we ain't gonna never amount to nothing. You know, and so I was really trying to steer. I had a couple of people that I actually did get, and they understood where I was coming from when I said that. And so that's what we actually started doing. And so when I got out, I started pushing, trying to get the stationaries and stuff for my global trade company, and actually trying to put stuff in order, start getting all my tattoo stuff. And I made my tattoo company mobile because I wasn't to the position where I can get a studio. But now, right now, I'm in a position to where I could get a studio, but I just don't want to because I'm not in the place that I want to be at. I got to get now. See, it's one thing to the next. I don't just jump out there. I don't just jump out there and try to make nothing happen. You know what I'm saying? I try to understand where I'm at. Okay, if I get a shop here, this here is not really got the hustle and bustle of where people do tattoos and stuff at. So I'm gonna save that money and try to, you know what I'm saying, get to my next spot. But let me try to find my next spot. It also got to be a spot where I could do my global trading, my tattoo stuff, and I got other businesses that I've been wanting to do. I'm gonna see, and New York was looking like a good opportunity. But I got a couple of people that's in New York that's telling me, no, New York ain't this and New York ain't that. So now I'm thinking about New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just thinking, them just little puzzle pieces that I'm throwing out there, you know what I'm saying, of where I'm going to relocate. You know, Miami is a good place, but the thing about Miami is it's too much going on in Miami. You know what I'm saying? I set business out there, but I'm not trying to live in Miami. You know what I'm saying? They got gentrification, they pushing people out, and they, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm not, you know, it got too much changes and stuff going on in Miami, you know? But I have business out there. You know what I'm saying? I can, cause tattoos go a long ways in Miami. And then you got the port of Miami out there that do a whole lot of trade with South America. So I can do a lot of business out there, but it's not a place like for us living I want to be. I to be honest, I don't want to live in the city at all. I want to live in like the outskirts. But with me saying that, you always have that situation where it's a thin line between incarceration and incorporation, right? Incarceration and incorporation. So you could be a businessman, man. You always gonna have some people that's gonna try to test on waters to try to see if they could pull you backwards all over again, no matter how good you're trying to do. If you come from that lifestyle, you're gonna always have some people to try to see, you know what I'm saying, see if you still that line. You know what I'm saying? See if you still that line. So you know, it's a thin line, bro. A person got to understand, especially on social media. What is you pushing? What is your product that you're pushing on social media? Because you got millions and millions of people, right, that got the opportunity to see your platform and what you're putting out. And some of the stuff that I put out, you know what I'm saying, I regret that I put it out because it's bad for business that I'm pushing, and people see it, and it can have people be like, nah, I don't want to do business with that person. You know what I'm saying? He talking like that. You know what I'm saying? Nah, right? So that's the type of stuff that I regret that it can harm my business. But me being a businessman in the line of business for myself, I can care less whether a person want to do business with me or not. You know what I'm saying? Because I can grow on my own. You know what I'm saying? I can grow on my own. Uh, but it's just that thought of it lessen your expansion when you get on here and you do certain stuff and you put certain stuff out there, right? And so that's why I told people, I was like, man, that's over and done with. You know what I'm saying? If people want to battle want to battle with me, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, y'all do that on y'all own. You know what I'm saying? I don't indulge in it, you know what I'm saying? All the stuff about pound stuff, you know what I'm saying? I'm out of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm out of it. You got people out there, you know what I'm saying? Y'all good. You know what I'm saying? You see the name, my name is not affiliated with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. You know what I'm talking about? I let other people carry that torch, you know? But me, I'm trying to push business. I'm trying to push growth. I'm trying to push unity and bond, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that, man. Trying to get some stuff done for the community and other people. And especially in Haiti. I got people in Haiti right now, you know what I'm saying, that's teaming up. And we actually trying to do some big stuff out in Haiti. We got people in Canada. You know what I'm saying? We got people in Great Britain. I done told y'all this a million times over. You know what I'm saying? We got people in different places, you know what I'm saying, that's actually trying to come together, and they waiting on us that's here in the United States of America. You know what I'm saying? Behind the ZO banner, the zone of existence banner, they waiting on us to come on and light that flame so that they can follow us. You know? And that's what they doing. But you know, the thing is, this type of content, it don't get many views. It don't get many views because YouTube is geared towards opening the algorithms to negativity. I'd rather push positivity, homie. I'd rather push positivity over negativity all day. I'd rather push something, man, that's going, you know what I'm saying? If you don't get it today, you'll get it 10 years on down the line. You'll bring it back up and be like, man, you remember Shada Zoe said this, just like they did when Chip got out. Everybody was like, man, Shada Zoe, he was talking about this here way back when. Yes, I was. You know what I'm saying? I was. But this is something different. All the stuff that I'm putting out now, you know what I'm saying? If y'all don't get it today, y'all will get it in the long run. You know what I'm saying? Either you can catch on now, you know what I'm saying, we get them flames going, or you catch on later where it's too late and the flames is already gone and it's gonna be too late, you know what I'm saying, or it's gonna be too hard for you to get them actually get into the blaze. You know, the fire's too hot now. But yeah, like these cats that's getting out of prison, man, and the young cats that's in the streets, man, that's almost headed in that life, bro, prison ain't shit. You see what I'm saying? Prison is a whole lot of dead time. Prison is a whole lot of cats that I used to see dudes in prison, right? They'll go and buy some white Reeboks, some old Reebok running shoe classics, right? And they'll take care of them motherfuckers like it's their baby. I'm talking clean them up every day. Out in the streets, you wouldn't catch them dudes dead wearing that stuff. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't catch them dead wearing it. Everything that's not of value, people try to make it of value in prison. I used to look at cats, be like, man, that outfit, you know what I'm saying? You trying to make it seem like that outfit is better than the outfit that I got on, and this the same outfit come from the same people, the same state issue material you got, I got. You know what I'm saying? But you got cats that'll try to make it seem like their stuff is better than yours. This is in prison. You got cats that always, you know what I'm saying, want to try. Some of the weakest dudes be the main dudes pumping their chests out. They'll get on the phone and try to double dial when other people need to use the phone. You know what I'm saying? These are institutions, but you know what I'm saying, that didn't have cell phone access coming through. These dudes want to poke their chest out, double dial when because be like, man, hey, I hit the phone next. Man, you seen me on the phone and blah, 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 blah. And then come to find out, when he get off the phone and dude want to see him, he go to his homeboys and tell his homeboy, yeah, this motherfucker, and try to pump it up like he just finna do this and that. Man, you got this. He ain't finna bust a grade. That dude trying to get his homeboys to fight his battle for him. But he gonna talk like he just, man, oh yeah, I was finna do this. Man, cats be something else, man, in prison, bro. But the thing, if you never been to prison before, the stuff that you're gonna miss the most, man, is your freedom, being able to come out. When you used to hate the rain, you're gonna miss being able to come out and letting that rain hit your face. You know, you're gonna miss everybody hate the pollution. You're gonna miss going outside smelling that damn exhaust on the highway. You're gonna miss being able to get in your car and go where you need to go when you need to go. Going in the store, buying you something when you want to go buy you something Instead of going in your box, oh man, shit, I'm low on that. I got to go back to the store next week and get this. You ain't got to go to the store next week. You can go right to the store right now. You know what I'm saying? You can go lay down in your bed and watch your TV on your big screen TV with your surround sound instead of having this little old piece of TV in your cell that you done paid a whole lot of money for. You know what I'm saying? Man, they used to have these flat screen, what they would call Axis TVs, right? You buy an Axis TV, man, for like $200-$300, $400, 15-inch. You can't find them things on the streets. You can't find them. These big TVs right here are going for probably $200, and you buying a little 15-inch. You know what I'm saying? And you spending fucking $200-$300, $400 for this little TV in prison. Prison is making the killing off people, bro. They making the killing off you. And if a person don't learn goddamn capitalism from being inside of prison, I don't know what to tell them. The United States is money. They are a business. You are a product. If you don't know how to avoid, you know what I'm saying, create an avenue to where you can be a part of the U.S. economy, you're going to perish in the United States of America. You're going to break your back for people 24/7 without nothing coming back to you. You're not going to do nothing. I was sitting up in that cell, man, and I was seeing this stuff, and I was like, I got to do something. I got to do something. I used to tell people and try to rally people in prison against that and be like, say, bro, you know what I'm saying, man, it's crazy. We got these typewriters, you know what I'm saying, that we paying $400, $500 for these typewriters and stuff. They know that we got to type up our legal work. They know that, and don't get me wrong, a typewriter is an investment because you could write books and you could charge other people to write their petitions and stuff up for them, you know what I'm saying, and all that. Yeah, so you can make money off the typewriter itself, but for a person to spend $500 for a typewriter, no, what I'm saying, bro, it's real cats out there still. You still got real people out there. The real people is not trying to be seen though. You feel me? The real people ain't trying to be out there seen. The real people is trying to get their life right. The cats that understand, goddamn it, what it is and the changes that's being happened, they not trying to be a part of that shit, bro. They trying to get away from that shit. That's where you find the real motherfuckers at. When you see motherfuckers trying to avoid that type of lifestyle, bro, you know what I'm saying? And you get to chopping up with that, you're gonna be like, damn, this the motherfucker right here. You know what I'm saying? This dude's savage. When you get to knowing that dude's story, he's a savage. The ones that beat their chest and trying to be out there like that, bro, especially once you reach a certain age, them dudes ain't like that, homie. Them dudes ain't like that. You'll have little young dudes coming up behind them that think they like that. But them dudes that they coming up behind ain't like that, homie. And these little dudes, they'll put their life on the line for this dude, and this dude ain't even like that. He ain't even like that. Cats got to get their mind right, homie. But that's what I'm saying. Like we got a lot of people, man, that's moving wrong. And we got a lot of youngsters that's coming up, looking up to us. Whether you want to be a role model or not, when you got cats that's younger than you, man, that look up to you, man, you a role model. You a role model. You setting the stakes for people. You setting the stakes for people to walk. And they looking up to you and they want to be like you. They want to walk like you. They want your approval. So you mean to tell me you're gonna stay sending them youngsters, man, down that burning cliff? You know, in that pit. You got to show cats the right way, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to start showing cats the right way. You know, we can't complain about our society being fucked up if we're not trying to do nothing to change it. You feel me? We just complaining. We sitting here complaining, but we ain't doing nothing. How it's gonna make a difference? How we gonna change something? How we gonna do something? You know? But yeah, I used to sit up in there, man, and I used to tell them cats, man, we getting charged all this money, man. This is a monopoly, homie. This is a violation of the Sherman Act. Cats didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. What you talking about the Sherman Act? With the inflation of products, these cats will go get products that's worth goddamn it motherfucking $20 to $50, and they'll bring it into prison and they'll inflate the prices up and start charging us $200 to $500 for the same product that they paid $20 to $50 for, and they'll sell it to us, and we'll buy it because we need it. But we're not protesting against it, but we'll talk amongst each other and be like, man, that's fucked up. Man, this what? That? And we'll complain amongst each other instead of getting together and trying to do something about the shit. How about we start standing up band and goddamn it, when they raise prices, we don't fuck with they shit. We ain't gonna fuck with it. Cause as much shit we buy with the inflation and stuff, if we keep buying it, goddamn it, they let people know goddamn shit. Don't you know? I put a petition. I put a petition in. I put a petition in to the Business Bureau, you know, complaining about the inflation of prices in prisons. You know, they wrote me a letter back. I think I still got it in one of them boxes. They wrote me a letter back. They were like, we're gonna put this in the archives. We appreciate you writing us and letting us know what's going on, but we got to put this in the archives because it's only you speaking. We need enough people to come in under this so that we can create a class action lawsuit against what's going on. Right? And I understood what they were saying. Everybody else is buying this shit. You the only one complaining. So that means don't nobody else have an issue with it. I'm the only one got an issue with it. So they put my shit in the archives and they waiting on everybody. And I showed everybody else that shit. I was like, man, shit, here go my letter that I wrote them. Man, y'all can rewrite this letter and shit, and y'all can send it in y'all self so that we can get this class action lawsuit. Man, I'm getting ready to go home. Well, why the fuck is you complaining? If that's how you feel, why are you complaining? You feel me? Everybody want to complain, but don't nobody want to put the work in to get shit done. You know? And I don't understand, how can a person complain about an issue when you contributing to the issue? If you're not a part of the solutions, you're part of the problems. You know what I'm saying? You're part of the problem if you ain't part of the solution. But you sit here and you complain about it. And that's why I be telling people, man, it's a thin line. It's a thin line between incarceration and incorporation. You know what I'm talking about? It's a thin line. But my time getting ready to run out on her, man. I don't try to stay over an hour. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, if it's good, you know what I'm saying, if the conversation is good and I got a lot of feedback or whatever, man, I'd probably even be on her for way longer than an hour. Sometimes I've been on her, man, for like 3 hours, 4 hours, you know what I'm saying? But you know, I'm gonna rotate, slide on through up on this hour. I still got like 6 more minutes, you know what I'm saying, before this here is over with. I appreciate everybody, man, that came up in here and gave me their time to listen, you know what I'm saying? Listen to what I had to say, man, because y'all could have been doing something else with y'all life and y'all time, you know what I'm saying? But y'all bless me with y'all time. So it's very much appreciated, you know. From here on out, y'all not finna hear me get on here with no negative stuff, bro. If it ain't positive, if it ain't nothing that I can uplift people, if it ain't nothing that we could build bridges, we can grow businesses, we can do stuff like that, I'm not with it. So I don't care what people saying on there. If they say Shada Zoe, man, Shada Zoe went back to prison, man, because whatever. I don't care what they add to it. You know what I'm saying? I don't care, bro. Y'all leave that over there with them, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing my thing over here, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be a better person, just like I was when I first got out. You had other cats, man, all the good stuff that I was doing. You had other cats that changed the route that I was going in. And so I had a few people that understood who I was and what my goal was and what I was trying to do. I've been derailed. Like I had a whole focus on this movie thing that I was trying to push and get behind and trying to make and open up doors for other people to where they can eat for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And people, families can eat. But that got derailed, you know what I'm saying? No, it wasn't like nobody stopped it. We can still do it. It's just I can't do it right without the right elements. You feel me? So I let that go, you know what I'm saying? And now I'm focused on trying to build what I have, you know what I'm talking about? And I'm trying to get other people on the same wave. And if we can unite and we can do something together, we can do something together. If we can't, I'm gonna get mines, but I'm still gonna open up ways to where you can get yours, you know what I'm saying? But trying to formulate something and hope that that's gonna happen. I'm done with that because I already did it, and it's a lot of people may bite the hand that feed them, you know what I'm saying, or bite the hand that tried to feed them, you know what I'm saying. Some people never did even try to be a part of what was going on. You know what I'm saying? But when you leave, they want to be mad at you because you left them. You know what I'm saying? Or you're not listening to them, or no, I got this, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't control what I got going on. I'm gonna control it myself. And then when you savor your ties and they see you prevail over them, they see everything that you doing is better than what they've been doing when they've been trying to do this shit for so long. They can't understand why is this dude that been locked up so long can get out in short period of time and pass me in what I've been doing this whole time. You know what I'm saying? Why do people love this dude and like what he's saying so much and give him their undivided attention? Because I know how to deliver a message, homie. That's what it go to. I know how to deliver a message with a pure heart. And everything that I'm doing has been with a pure heart. The only time I attack somebody is if a person attack me. I never fuck somebody, goddamn it, that didn't goddamn have it coming to them. You know what I'm saying? But if me selling my soul to some bullshit just for views, just for to get notoriety, you know what I'm saying? Fuck it. I let other people have that. I don't care nothing about the numbers, the views, or none of that. You know what I'm saying? If I get 100,000 views, I get 100,000 views. If I get 2 views, I got 2 views. At least I hear somebody that came up in here and paid attention, and they probably learned something from what I was saying. You know? Versus 1,000 people that are come in my shit and I'm talking a whole lot of bullshit and they not learning nothing of value. I'd rather give some of value to 1 or 2 people than to give some negativity to 1 million. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, man, let me go ahead and head up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all stay up. You know what I'm saying? This is Zone of Existence. I'm Shot of Zopound. I'll be back with another one later.